G'day everyone, welcome to X-Ris Art. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. Just one moment. Oh, hang on, I'm echoing. Oh, there we go. G'day everyone. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Wendy and Janice for moderating the stream. And I'll just say hello to all of our friends. G'day Joanna, Coffee Cat, hello. Barbara, hello. Tammy, hello. Arnie, hello. Ane, hello. Chandri, Catrice. Oh, lovely to see you all. So nice to see you all. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, Wicked. Iris. Honey, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Oh, wonderful. Nice to see you. Oh, God, I'm always getting excited about people, aren't I? Jeez. All right. Well, nothing new, actually, yes. Okay, so... I'm continuing on from last week, and I've just done a little bit. I've just sort of blocked in areas. I'm going to go in with pastel pencils for details. Letitia, hello, welcome. Nice to see you all. And of course, using pan pastels and pastel pencils. But I thought today I might get stuck into the fellow's face here. So let's see how we go. I might get into the gold bit, and I'll be using the brushes. John, hello, welcome. Hi Chrissy, Wendy and Janice and everyone. Hope you are all well. All is good on this side of the fence. Nan, hello, how you going? All right, so oh, it's so funny. Check this out. Look, it's green. And look, hang on, let's go here. Oh, you can't. Oh, look, it disappears. Seriously. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, Tammy, I'm working on the group project right now. Wow. Harder than I thought, Chrissy. Well, whatever you do is fantastic, I'm sure. Hazel, Marcy, hello. How you going? Nice to see you. Whatever you do, Tammy, everything is all good. Leonardo, hello there. How you going? Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get stuck into it. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I will put my glasses on so I can see, but I figured what I can do is, let me just get my have I got my, oh, I just want my what's he, oh, Sergio, hello, welcome. I just want to get my my reference photo up, so hang on a sec. I'm just getting it now. I thought I had it. I had to Gabriella, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. Okay. No, I don't like that one. Hang on a sec. Just hang on. Bear with me just for a moment. I hope everyone's week has been well so far. Tell you what, mine's been busy, busy doing, working, my day job and art as well. So, but there's always something going on, isn't there? Hope everyone is well. All right. I'll just put it here. Okay. All right. Now, this fellow, he is gold. And, well, a bit like Midas, I suppose. So what I'm going to be doing is not using gold pans, but making gold. And how I make gold are a few colors here, and I know most of you have seen me use these colors for gold, but for the people that haven't seen me, this is Raw Umber Extra Dark, Raw Umber Shade, the Raw Umber, that raw umber extra tint for, you know, the highlight, which I won't use until the very end. Also using Diary Light, what is it? What's this one? Okay, shade. This one is Yellow Ochre Extra Dark. I've also got the ochre, yes, ochre. So these are the colours that I'm going to use to make gold. Now, can I tell you that the light, I'm looking at what you're looking, and the light is different. They're much brighter here and they're a bit more dull there. I've got to fix that somehow. But anyway, that's okay. Let's get stuck into it. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. Joanna says, enjoying my last evening of a 5-day weekend. Oh, very nice. Lots of holidays this week, so I'll be a 2-day work week. Oh, we did that a while back, and we did like it was 3 days. It was 3 days working, 2 days leave. But now this week it's, you know, nothing like that. Wendy says, because why wouldn't it be raw umber extra dark, Chrissy? That's your go-to for just about... Yes, it is. Actually, I use that mostly. And you know what? This is like my 3rd pan. And look, you can almost see the bottom. I've started. I actually should buy a whole heap of these. Yes, okay. So, sorry. Enough gas bagging, and I have to do some work. I have to actually do some work. All right. So I was painting before, so I just okay. So this is okay. Joanna says, Chrissy, are you going to work in the green from the environment into the gold? Okay, are you talking about, you're talking about this area? Well, this area is like a night, well, it's a night, it's an evening sky, and for some reason, my reference wants to show a bright green grass, presumably because the moon is so bright it's shining on the grass. This is I don't have an explanation. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like and you'll understand what I mean. And this is my reference for those who haven't seen. There it is there. Okay, so that's the reference. And so you can see like there's a night sky, and why does the grass have to be that bright? I don't know, but that's it there. So what I'm going to work on is this area here. Tonight or today, I'm going to work in that area and see if I can get some gold going here. So there you go. Would you like me to keep the reference photo up around? It's up to you. I don't mind. Oh, he knows you, and the question, oh, okay, all right, so let's, yeah, okay, are you going to work in the green from the environment into the gold? Well, you know what, although my reference doesn't have it, should I be doing that? Not sure. I could show a reflection. Maybe I can do that. The bright light on the grass makes it look more magical. Yes, it does, Arnie. Yes, it does. Yes. Yeah, it does. So, I don't know, Joanna, if I'm going to do that. I should, shouldn't I? I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll figure it out. I'm sure perhaps maybe the reflection maybe, although show some light, just like hints of light just around his face here. Maybe put in tinges of green. Interesting. Maybe do that. Not sure. Let's see how we go, hey? Oh, that moonlight would cast a lovely rim light. Ah, yes. on the outside of the head. Yes. Wendy was also mentioning that to me when she saw this reference. So yes, I will be doing that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Enough procrastination. Here we go. I need to go in with my darks first, and I'll be mixing as well. No, I need this dark. Yeah, so I just wanted to also talk about, I'm not quite sure if some of you are members of Pan Pastel Creations Facebook group. There's been a lot of requests for basic tutorials on pan pastels, like absolute basic. I mean, like basic. This is more on the advanced level, but people have been very curious, and because they don't know much about pan pastels, so I'm going to be doing some little quick tips, little quick tip videos, which I'll be adding on my YouTube channel. And so for those who are, and the reason why I'm saying that is the reason for those who are just finding me or stumbling on me, which is more the case. It's usually they're stumbling on me. You know, if you're here and if you want to ask questions, or if you're watching on the replay, please feel free to ask questions here in the comment section below. So please also do that if you would like. Andrea, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. 10 minutes in, and she put brush to paper. Well done, Chrissy. Yep. I know it's not normal. This is not normal. That's okay. I've got to be a little bit more conscious of me doing more artwork. How about that? And less chatter. Well. Oh, g'day, Diane. Welcome. Hello. Nice to see you. Chandri. Hello, Chandri. I didn't say hello to Chandri. Oh, Wendy. Hello. Welcome. How are you all going? I understand in the northern hemisphere it's getting warmer, while it's getting cooler here in the southern hemisphere. Arnie says, there is no fun in normal, Chrissy. Yes, I know. We love your chatter, Chrissy. Don't change a thing. Oh, okay. All right, I won't. It's very hard to change, actually, you know. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. How about that? So, or you can't, what is it? You can't change a leopard from his, no, you can't change, you can't change a leopard spot. So it's very hard for me to change. Oh my gosh. I'm talking with metaphors. Why can't I just talk plain English is probably what I should be doing. That's not possible, we know that. Okay, yes, so for those who, yeah, and like I was saying, like if you're stumbling on me or stumbling by here, you know, feel free to ask questions. I didn't know that there were, I just assumed that people did know what pan pastels were and what they do, but there's a lot of artists that aren't sure what it is. Wendy says, Chrissy is calling herself old? Yes, well. Marcy says, oh, he feels too far away from the, what's it? Oh, he feels too far away from the grass for it green to reflect his crown. He feels as if he's on a balcony above with his back to the world. Yes, oh, I like that one. Just my perception of the scene. Very surrealistic vibe. Yes, it is. Wendy says, stop assuming, Chrissy. You know what they say. You know what they say about that. Yes. We won't repeat that. Sergi says, Chrissy, too much self-reflection today. You're fine. Like a wine, not old. Okay. All right. All right. I won't go much further than that then. Yeah, so there's quite a few artists in the pastel world, or maybe in the colour pencil world, that are still not quite sure of what pan pastels are. And so that's where all of these questions, I'm referring back to that Facebook forum, like Q&A. And so, you know, I didn't realise that there's quite a few people that are not sure how these work or how to use them. So yeah, I'll be doing some absolute basic videos and just some quick tips. So bear with me for those who already know how to use these. But yeah, I'll be introducing the sponges, how you would use them, and of course I'm getting questions like, what is the best paper for pan pastels? Wendy says, Sergio, so are you saying Chrissy is fermenting? Arnie says, Sergio, old vine is also good. There you go. Leonardo, Chrissy, can I use watercolor paper to pastel? Watercolor paper to pastel. I think you mean like, can you use the pastel on watercolor paper? Look, you can try. I would experiment because there are various types of watercolor paper. I would give it a go, you know, like I would give it a go. I would practice and see what you come up with, because every artist is different and we all have different techniques. So I would give it a go. See, because some watercolor papers have are all cotton, some are, you know, like I've got 50% cotton, or, you know, and then paper. So it all depends what you've got in your art space. But I would practice. I would practice and see what happens. Vine. Yeah, no, I knew what you were talking about, Arnie. John says, Chrissy. Yes, Chrissy, I'm in that category. There we go. See? What, you mean an old dog? Sometimes I refer to myself as an old goat too, you know. But anyway. Okay. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be doing absolute basic stuff and introducing the sponges, something which I used to use, or I mean, I do use these. I do use them. I promise I use them, but all depends. Different projects, all depends. Like I use these big round ones on like my big areas and stuff like that to cover areas. So definitely yes. But interesting how and of course using the brushes, that's more on the advanced side. So I won't be talking about that too much. But there are people that are asking about that. Because they're let me see. Oh, hello, Rick. How you going? Nice to see you here. Yes. So, so the brushes are more on the advanced side. So I won't be talking about those with the basic pans. What was I talking about before? Oh, that's right. I was talking about papers. And, you know, there was a question. I mean, I'll talk about it, but I'll also do a video on it. And one of the questions were, what is the best paper for using pan pastels, or, you know, pan pastels? Oh, Wendy, you're going? Sorry, can't stay. Just popped in, off to work. Maybe another Saturday. Okie doke. Nice to see you, Wendy. Thanks for coming by. Dino, hello. This pink is a bad dream. Oh, honey, I've missed you so much. Hope you're okay, darling. Hope you're okay. For those, Dean is my nephew, so yes. Okay. Okay, I love it when family comes in. John says, Chrissy, no, that I haven't got, that I haven't got a how to use them, but yes, I'm an old dog. Oh dear. Well, yeah, so we were talking about best paper, and well, you know how I feel about Pastelmat. For me, that's like, Chrissy, first lesson for beginners, put down the pigment on the paper. Yes. Quickly is what we're going to say, aren't we? Quickly, yes. Oh, that's so funny. So paper, I mean, you all know that the paper of my choice is Pastelmat, but not everyone likes Pastelmat. You know, there are people that are using other papers that, and I know that I've talked about this on so many other streams, but I thought, seeing as these questions are fresh, and I thought, well, let's just revisit that again. Of course, this one is Pastelmat paper. This is the dark blue. It is 140 pound. One of the most sturdiest surfaces that I've ever worked on. It is brilliant. It takes water media or liquid media. It is just an amazing surface to work on. You can use gouache, inks, and Miguel, hey mum, and hi to the Council of Mums. Miguel, guess what? Dean's in, so you should say hello to Dean. Dino's in. Okay. Oh yeah. We're talking. Yeah. So this is dark blue, and of course this one's come from a pad of 12. Heidi, hello. Hi Chrissy. Hi Wendy. Hi Janice. Hi everyone. Looks like a very interesting piece you're doing, Chrissy. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Oh, g'day, Chris. Hello. Good morning. Hello. How you going? How you going? Nice to see you. Yeah. So. Steve, hello, mate. Pastelmat has decided to close down their business indefinitely at the end. You're joking with me, aren't you, Steve? I know that you're having a dig. There is no way I'm going to go for a panic attack, or I'm going to do like the toilet paper business and try to find every bit of Pastelmat that I can find, if that is the case. So there you go. Yeah, so, but there are others. I can't believe I said that. Gosh, I can't believe I said that. Yeah. So, what is my okay? I've never used velour paper. Okay. My favorite color to use is, I have 3 which I enjoy working: the dark blue, the dark green, and anthracite. They're my 3 favorites, only because it helps. It just helps me with gauging values. So, yeah. Nanette says, I've never used velour paper. You'll have to let us know how it behaves. I have used velour paper. It's we've tested it as well on a few of the live streams here. Look, it's nice. It's a nice paper, but very different to the way I work. Yeah. Hang on. What did Steve say before? Did he crack another funny? Barbara, did I say hello to you, darling? No, I did not. Hello, Barbara. Hello. Chrissy, you know me. I'm always serious. Oh, there you go. Yes. Bahaha. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're saying now we're talking about pan pastels. So apart from all the other things apart from the other media that I was talking about with this. So if we're saying best papers, or what's the best paper, for me this is my choice. But then another choice, if people thought that Pastelmat was not their kind of paper, the next one that I would go with is, now you're not going to, it's Pastel Fix by Hannah Mueller. Now I know that I'm not pronouncing this correctly, but that is my next one for me, not for me, the best. Only because, the reason why I say that is because it sticks, it grabs the pastel, you can layer it. It is not as thick as, say, this one here, 360 GSM. I think it's it's nowhere near that. It is a much finer paper, but for some reason it does hold the pastel. So the pan pastel in particular, very nice. And I think it's not as hard with the soft tools. It doesn't, destroy them as much as, say, this does, the pan pastel and the sanded surfaces. And then my third pick would be UArt 800, not the other ones like the 600, the 400. I think, is there 200? I don't know if there's 200, but like that would be absolute rough. But the 800 is super fine, but much. It also grabs the pastel, but it's rough on the soft tools, because if you're using soft tools on UArt, I can tell you now, it's just, that's going to munch it all up. But if you're using brush, probably that would be okay. But that would be my third choice, and it's it's a rough surface, quite sturdy. Now I know that some people prefer UArt to, say, Pastelmat, so they're my top three picks. Now I know that there's Ingress papers, there's Kenson's, Ingress paper. There's a lot of other sanded surfaces like Color Fix. What's another one that Miton Tex? Yeah, Miton Tex, TEX. There's that, where people, which I know, or Miton Touch, yeah. So those ones are sanded surfaces, and some people prefer those. But if you're asking me, with the experience that I've had with pan pastels, they're my top three. They're the ones I reckon are the best. But then again, Pastelmat, can't go past that. I reckon I know they're a bit exy, it's a bit exy, but I thought, well, you know what? If you're going to do anything worthwhile, I think it's worth it. For sure. All right, let's go up. How about Lux Ival? Not for this. Well, not for me, but yeah. Yes, I mean, I've tried it. I swear I've tried it. I have tried it. I just can't get with the program with that one. So, but if someone else has had a really good experience with the Luxor Archival, I would be happy to hear about it, most definite. But yeah. And by the way, hi Anne. I answered your question without saying hello. Juanita, hello. Hey, gorgeous. Hope your day is going well. Hello to you too, darling. How you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, so we were talking, so that was the, hang on, I've been talking too much. I got a sample pack of Mitant a while back and now use it as a sandpaper to sharpen my pastel pencil tips. Oh my gosh. That's how much I like that one. Yeah, see, there you go. See? You did say hello to me in the beginning. Oh, okay, sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that was a question that came up. which was really interesting. Hang on, I've written the questions. Hang on, I've written them down. Let me see if I can go through some of them. Hang on. I've got a new book, by the way. My other one has now finished. Okay, here's another question. Is there more than one way to apply pan pastels? Yes, yes there is. There is quite a few ways you can apply pan pastels. One of them, well, of course, we use the soft tool applicators with the knives. We've also got the sponges. That's one way to apply. I'm using Bila. Hello, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. It's all the celebrity. It's I use brushes. What else can you use? And of course, application is well, using the knife on your surface. So that's one way that you can apply that. Well, that's a couple of ways that you can apply. What's another one? What's another question someone was asking? What kind of pressure? Well, you can use your fingers, but it won't. I've never had to do that. Yeah. Chandri, okay, Chandri, I have to go now. Stay safe and have some fun. Okay, Chandri, nice to see you here, darling. Talk to you soon. Okay, let me see another one. What kind of pressure do you use to apply pan pastels? That's also a very good question. It all depends your subject, what outcome you want on your surface. Is it heavy, medium, or light? I usually use light on Pastelmat with pan pastels. The reason why I do that is because I want to give myself enough room for me to apply pastel pencils for details at the end, and I find that this is, for me, this is the best way. This is the best way. Just applying light layers. I mean, you can see if maybe I can just Chrissy, those brushes you are using is short haired brush. Yes, they are. Let me just go right in. Here we go. Yes, they are. They're, what's the word? Firm but soft. Firm enough. I never know how to say this. Firm enough to pick up the pigment, soft enough to apply on the surface, or soft enough to pick up the pigment and firm enough to apply on the surface. Whichever way it works. Yeah. So. And for me, I get a lot of control, but this is not the only ones that I use. Like, this is, you know, these are, I use all kinds of brushes. Like, I use all kinds. Look, I've even, oh, okay, Arnie says, Chrissy, yeah, no, yes, I have. Okay, I've also used, now this brush is an oil painting brush, and I've hacked it up, and I used it on, yeah, it is a fan brush, believe it or not, and we just chopped it up. And I chopped it up, but I had witnesses. I had witnesses, right? And because I wanted to achieve a particular type of texture, and so I kept this brush, and I use this now from time to time. So you can use many kinds of brushes. Yes, so there you go, Arnie. I'm not quite sure if I answered that question, but I think I did. Chris says, Chrissy, do you ever have an expectation of how long it's going to take to finish a piece? Or do you just let it be finished when it's finished? Okay. You know what? That's a bloody damn good question. Ideally, I would like to finish this within a week, considering that I have a day job. But lately that hasn't been happening. So that's what I would like it to be. But I think it's going to be the latter part, be finished when it's finished at the moment. So it says to Arnie, don't you have a collection of makeup brushes? Well, you know, yeah, don't you? Everyone should have a collection of makeup brushes. Wendy says, Chris, her expectation is way shorter and she gets pissy and tired of looking at it. Yes, that's true. So she takes the shortcuts and I call her out all the time. All the time. Yeah. Chris says, I believe every part of that story. Yes, well, there you go. Well, I think you guys know me now. I think you guys know me very well now anyway. Steve says, just like yanking Chrissy's chain. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Janice says, Janice says Wendy is telling the truth. There you go. Oh, I'm behind the 8 ball here. Hello, Shannon. Hello there. How you going? I want to try Lux paper so bad. Oh, okay. Well, you know, you might have better luck at it than what I did. John Middick has been doing ace portraits on it lately. Oh, really? I want to get same results he's getting. I think it will make my drawings much better. You know what? I tell you what. That surface reminds me of UArt 600. That's what it reminds me of. Shiny? Shannon? Yep. Lux and Pastelmat are big on my try list. I would go Pastelmat. But then again, that's me. You know me. I'm always going to hold the Pastelmat flag. I'm always going to do that. Yep. So at the moment, just blocking here, just blocking. Wendy says, Chrissy, Pastelmat should sponsor you. Oh my gosh, you know what? Pastelmat should sponsor so many people too. I mean, oh my gosh. I know, I mean, I talk about it a lot, but... Chrissy, you should be sponsored by Pastelmat, says Anne. Oh, they're probably not even watching. That's all right. Yeah, you know, I was going to say something now. Pastelmat, Arnie says, Pastelmat just work. Yeah, they do. Honestly, yeah, it just works. But it works with so many things, so yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that was another question. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's another one. Are they only used for underpainting? A lot of people use pan pastels. A lot of artists use pan pastels just for an underpainting or a base coat, and they work perfectly for that. And then they just use either coloured pencil or pastel pencil or any other media that they're using. So, and doing that is perfect, yes. But I can take this painting, and I will take this painting probably to about beyond base, and I would take it to between 80 and 90%. 80 to 90%, and then do the details with the pastel pencils. So, I mean, oh, hang on. Is Pastelmat non-absorbent? Yeah, well, yes, mostly yes, it is. I mean, it does get into a certain point, but not that much. I mean, I remember doing, yeah, it's not like watercolor paper. I mean, I did a test on this with inks, like with different mediums. I did this great big eye, and Wendy and I were doing a live stream together. We did like a like a test. We went back and we were trying mixed media and stuff like that, and of course I did mine on Pastelmat, and I tried all these different wet media. I tried inks, watercolors, I tried the pastels, I tried, oh my gosh, watercolor. What else did I try? I tried gouache. So many things. I threw so many things at it, and it behaved really well, the wet media unusually. For example, the inks, it just sort of spread all funny, but it was actually lovely effects. But I mean, I totally recommend it for the wet media too. So what's actually a really good thing to do is that if you've got a different color Pastelmat that you don't like, you can actually get soft pastels, cover it with soft pastels, and then get water, because soft pastels are water soluble, and you just do a wash, and then you change the color of your surface, and then you can go in and then work how you normally would. So I mean, I've done that before, so that works. But you've got to let it dry. When that happens, you've got to let it dry. Completely dry, that is. Okay. Shannon says, oh, can you pan pastels under normal pencils? Can you? Yes, you can. A lot of people do that. Sounds good, because I'm not keen on the whole pan pastel look. I want more definition. Yeah, you can. Lots of people do it. Most definite. Can be done. Will normal colored pencil on top of own pastel still hold? You mean like normal colored pencil? Yes. Because don't forget, Pastelmat is quite a good surface. It does take quite a lot. I have done with colored pencil and Pastelmat and pastels together, and they worked well for me. And I didn't even use fixative either in those particular projects, so it does work. But I suppose you've got to just be careful when you're applying the pastel underneath, because you need to leave some tooth for your colored pencil. That's the only thing that I would be careful of or be wary of. I would be doing that. Yep. Yeah, like Wendy says, the pastels you have to use is a thin layer, however, not too thick. If it's too thick, then the pencils won't work. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree with Wendy. Yep. Yep. Oh, let me see if I've got... What else? What's another question that we can talk about that people are asking? I'm just having a look at some questions here. Do you mix colours on the page or elsewhere? Interesting. Here we go. I do both. I've got like a little watercolor palette, and I also mix. You'll see me mix on my surface, and I'll use this to make new colors. So that's what I do. Some people use sponges where they've got their sponge and they mix color on their sponge. So that can also happen. But the reason why I like this is because I have control over what colors I'm mixing. So that's what I do. Okay, what is the difference between soft pastels and pan pastels? Okay, hang on. Difference between soft pastels and pan pastels. The binder is different to the pans. That's one. Two, well, it's pastel in a pan and not a stick. That's another difference. Although you can use water with this, I find that I don't get a good enough result compared to the soft pastels. If I was to lay a pan pastel and then a soft pastel, you will see that there is a big difference. And the way that the pan pastels are used is the application. You need a tool, some kind of tool. These are the tools that you would be using. So you would need something like that. Whereas a soft pastel, you would use your fingers, you would use, you don't need a tool, in other words. Shannon says, Chrissy, how did the hangout go? Oh, it went keen to have a picture of it and what it looked like. Did it work and how long did it go for and all that? No, it went really well. I'm so sorry that you had trouble connecting. I couldn't understand how you couldn't get on, but never mind. Next time we'll do another one, and next time. But it went well. Thank you so much. Yeah. So that's some of the main differences. And another difference with the pan pastels is that you can mix colors. You can mix to make new colors, like what I'm doing now. So there are just some of the differences that I've just from the top of my head. Yeah, so that's a question there. Let me see, what's another question? And mind you, these questions, I'm actually going to do videos on these as well, but I thought, seeing as this is a live stream, and I thought I'd, just talk about that as well. Okay, I have found that many mention depending on... let me see. I'm just... is there a right way to use the soft tools? I seem to shred them quite quickly sometimes. Yes, I know a lot of people have a problem with this. Hang on a sec. Let me show you something. Okay. I'll show you when you with that question, the shredding. Okay, now if I can show you, these are ones that these are clean. I have washed these. Okay, so what's happened is that the pigment is still on there, and you will see, if I can find a few, you will see where they have been, where they started to shred. Unfortunately, that's going to happen because if you're using it on a rougher surface or a surface that's not absolutely smooth, they are going to shred. And also, if depending on how much pressure, if you're like using a heavy hand, well then most likely it will. They'll shred very quickly. But if you're using a light hand, you know, you might be able to get quite a bit out of them. So, but I mean, they look kind of grotty, don't they? But really, I promise you, they're clean. Like, they're clean up. And how you clean them is with warm water, with dishwashing liquid with warm water. That's a good thing to. That's okay to use. I use my paint. My paint cleaner, paint cleaning soap. Hello, Laramie. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay, so that's what I do. All right, and yes, they are going to shred, unfortunately, if you're using surfaces like this. Now, I need to go up because there was a question somewhere. Where was it? Rick. Okay, Rick, can you use spray adhesive over pan pastels? Okay. Oh boy. You can use them. Yes, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it, is what I'd like to say. I don't recommend using, because I've had negative results. That's the reason why. It's discolored, it's ruined my painting, and I know that some people use it and they've had okay results, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. If you're going to use it, there is one, oh gosh, now it's not here. I've well, there is Spectrafix that you can use, but there's another one which I've. Hang on. Let me just show you. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, here it is. No, it's this one here. If you're going to, this is the one I found was really good for me. Yeah, this one, right? If I'm going to use one, this would be the one. Or that Spectrafix, but then you wouldn't use the thing that you buy it in. You need to put it in an atomizer where there's a fine spray, because the spray, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Adhesive. You said adhesive. Did you say adhesive? Oh no, I'm thinking the wrong thing. I beg your pardon. Can I use spray adhesive? I'm thinking this is what you mean, isn't it, Rick? Or adhesive, like actual adhesive. Yeah. I don't think, is it? Is that what you mean, Rick? Anyway, I'm sure you'll let me know. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, adhesive. Why would you use adhesive? Oh, hello, Jean. How are you, Jean Dominique? Oh, that's nice. Hello. Did I say Jean? Jean. Did I say it correctly? I hope I'm saying it correctly. Okay. Oh, okay, Rick. Adhesive. To be honest, mate, I've never used adhesive. But why would you use it? I would like to know. Is there a particular project that you need it for? Adhesive. Interesting. Chrissy, Rick was asking if he can put it, I understand now, Shannon. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, maybe with mixed media, I suppose, if you're doing a mixed media project. Robin, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay, where am I going? Yeah, okay. Wicked says, I'll test one, pastel fixative. I haven't seen tested yet. Unfortunately, I have to do it out of necessity to try to renew the destroyed texture of Pastelmat. Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay. I'll test one pastel fixative. I haven't seen it. Okay. Sprayed on an erased area in hopes I have make more pastel stick and maybe completely on a work in like a work in progress someday. Oh, I'm not quite sure I understand that. Okay, interesting. Well, you know what, adhesive, interesting. I've never tried that, I've got to say. I've never tried that, but that's interesting. There's a specific one for gold leaf. I don't know what I use for pigments. Okay. Okay. Have I used an adhesive? I've used an adhesive with gold leaf mixing with pans. I've done that. And that was all right. But I was sort of careful not to contaminate the pastel side. Yeah, that's interesting. Whoa, you stumped me on that one. Wicked says, Chrissy, result of abuse and multiple hard erasing. So let's see if layer of fixative can make more pastel stick to that ruined area. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you use the textured fixative by Brush and Pencil to create a tooth, if you've got it. Oh, there you go. Juanita says, what about texture fixative? There you go. Yep, there you go. Even Juanita said that as well. Yep. Did you say that? Oh, yeah, hang on. Oh, even Janice says, oh, yeah, look, I've used Brush and Pencil texture. There you go. Janice said it as well. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Janice. Yes, this, Juanita says, yes, this works for Pastelmat and sanded surfaces. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sergio says before, gold leaf might be an answer. Oh, okay. Anything else? No. Before that. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Sergio says, Chrissy, you've went for a dirty golden look around the edges compared to the rusty pure gold of the reference, or you'll keep on layering to achieve that color. Yes, that is correct. I will keep on layering. Yeah, oh, this is just all base stuff, so I need to do this before I go. My gold will be these kind of colors. These are what's gonna make this pop, but I need to do this before I put those. Yeah, for sure. Okay, okay, another question, let me see, that people are asking. We talked about, okay, is there a brand of pastel pencils that works better with pans than some of the others? Can a spray matte varnish be added after the work is finished? Okay, that's a two-part question. I'll answer the first part. Is there a brand of pastel pencils that works better with the pans? Okay. The pastel pencils that I use that are great, I know that there's quite a few out there, but the ones that I always go to are the Carbothello, the Faber-Castell Pitt, the Brunsale pastel pencils, and the Giocondas. These are the ones that I go to. These are the ones I enjoy using. Let me get the Brunsale. There's the Brunsale. They're the ones that I enjoy using. They are different. The Faber-Castell are a bit more firmer. as opposed to the Brunsale and the Giocondas are softer. I love the colours in those, and the Carbothellos are in between these softer pencils and the harder Faber-Castell, right? You will see me use the Derwent pastel pencils. Not my favourite. The only reason why I've got them is because I bought them a while ago and I'm not going to buy another set. But having said that, their colours are gorgeous. If only they could make them not as gritty as they are. So hopefully the ones that I've got, these are old, so maybe their formula has changed. If their formula has changed, who knows? But I find using those work perfectly on pan pastels, on a pastel surface. You will see that. I do this many times. Rob, hello, welcome. Nice to see you. The fixative trick works with the graphite if you ironed out the paper. Do you iron the paper? So much, and certain darkest bits could be darker. Well, I've never heard of that. You can boost the contrast a bit by going over those areas. That is interesting. Okay. Interesting. And the second part to that question was, can a spray matte varnish be added after the work is finished? Now, I'm sure you're talking about fixative, and we've talked about that, so don't do that. I would not recommend it. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't. And I know that a lot of artists wouldn't either. So there you go. Let me see another question. A lot of underpainting questions. Okay, here's something. Do the pan pastel colours on paper get muddy if you do many layers of different colours? I believe that's with anything, whether it be pastels, wet paint, I don't know, watercolours. Yes, they're going to go muddy. So I think what has to happen there is you've got to be aware of your colour theory, or like your colour, you know not to mix, purple with yellow, because you're going to get mud, definite. And so it's knowing what colours go with what, and being careful when to use them. And if you want mud, well then if you're using, say, umber and blue, you're going to get a grey. And this is what I was using in this section here, and because I wanted the grey, but I wanted it like, I wanted the blue to come through, I wanted the umber to coming through, and unfortunately you can't see it so much here, but I can tell you now, there's this lovely grey that's coming through, which I really love. So if we're talking, Robin, let me see. Robin says, I have a set of Derwent tinted charcoal and Derwent graphite tint, but I'm afraid to use them because I can't find out if they are light fast. Does anyone know? Okay. Are they around? Let me have a look. Hang on. Let me see. I think I've got them around here somewhere. I just wanted to see. Did you say the tinted charcoal? I'm pretty sure you said that. It's funny how I pull these things out. Derwent tinted charcoal. This is what you mean, isn't it? Oh gosh, here we go. All right. Light fast. Does it say anything? I don't know. They don't say anything about light fast here, and I don't even know how to answer your question. And I suppose it's something that you've got to go onto the website and have a look. Usually they'll tell you, don't they? They'll tell you, they'll give you that information sometimes on the pencil. but this one doesn't say either. So, Robin, I'm so sorry that I can't answer that question for you. I mean, Derwent are really good in responding to emails, so maybe you could send them an email. Let me see the charcoal. I mean, surely you would think that the charcoal would be, you know. As you can see, I haven't used them. Yeah, there's no information on that as well, but not even here, does it? Doesn't say it. Doesn't say, and I don't know. Normally they would say it, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would. Yeah. Robin, if you're, Wendy is mentioning that she'll post that information in the group. Now, when I say group, I mean share your art with Extras Art. If you're a member in that group, you'll probably get that information. So if you're not in the description box, in the description box below, there is a link to share your art with Extras Art, and you can ask to become a member, and you can maybe there'll be someone there that might be able to help you. I mean, I know Wendy will put something up there for sure. It doesn't say on the website either, said Robin. That's interesting then. Okay. Wendy, okay. Yeah. Wendy is saying that she's found it and that she'll download that information and she'll put it in that Facebook group. So there you go. Okay, good idea. I will send them an email, says Rob. Rob, okay, Chrissy, I only just found out that it is an Aussie phrase when you say, there you go. I know, I say that a lot. I just thought it was you. You all know I'm not the brightest. Oh my gosh. Arnie, okay, I have to go see you all and wish you a fantastic day. Wish you too, and you have a great day, mate. Good luck finding makeup brushes. Arnie, yes, there you go. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, Wendy is the bomb. That's it. There we go. Yeah, so there's the, Sergio says, tinted charcoal, not light fast. Green, moss, heather mist, glowing embers, graphite tint, most of them are light fast. Oh, well, there you go. Here, I said it again, didn't I? Sarah, hello. My gosh, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, let's see. What's another question that we can talk about? We talked about how do you seal pan pastels? Well, if you're using Pastelmat, you don't need to seal them. I'm not going to tell you to use fixative. I'm not going to do that. A question is, can I use sanded 400 paper with pan pastels? Yes, you can, but it's going to munch up your soft tools. I'll tell you that now. Yeah. Just going through some questions, that's all. Okay. Let's have a look. Chrissy, the horizon of the grass doesn't quite line up. It doesn't matter, of course, just letting you know in case you didn't know. You mean here? I know what you're saying. here and there, correct? Yes, it looks a bit lopsided, doesn't it? Yes. Very good. Yes. Don't worry, I'll fix. But thank you, thank you. By the way, a tip, if you need some truly hard erasing on Pastelmat and nothing works, electric erasers does. An electric eraser does, but I'm not responsible for how many, not responsible how it may possibly affect your paper texture. I've used an electric eraser. It does work. I just am I would be very cautious so you don't damage the tooth. That's the only thing. It's quite possible that can happen. So that's why I always refer to my kneaded eraser and my gum eraser. They're the ones that I use. I had to erase on Pastelmat, so I had to use white gouache. Ooh, however you spell it. Yes, I know what you mean. So if I'm erasing, I'm going very, very light here. So seeing as Rob has picked me up on my crooked grass, there we go. But I was very, very light in doing that. Here, hang on. I'm still out, aren't I? Oh, it's there. I need to go there. No, I'm going to use a kneaded eraser here. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit more work using. I'm going to sign off. Got things to do today. Have a good day, everyone. You too, Nanette. Thank you so much for popping by. Nice to see you. You lucky people. It's getting all there nice and warm on that side of the world. Okay, Marcy says, is having your art professionally framed with a UV glass a good measure to take if you are unsure of the light fast rating on your materials? Yes. 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 I say that because I do it. I do that. I frame, not only am I confident that the art supplies that I'm using are light fast, by framing them behind UV glass is like the double measure. But I've got to say it's much more expensive, but I don't care. Particularly if you're selling your work, and heck, you know, if you're hanging them in your home as well. I mean, come on. But yes, UV, I totally recommend doing that. But again, it's more expensive. Okay, here we go. This might even, there we go. I'm improving. Hey, Rob, what do you reckon, mate? This is a little bit better, isn't it? There you go. You'd be looking at it a bit lopsided, wouldn't you? There we go. It's a lot better. Look how easy, hey? Erasing on pan pastels. There's another question people have. How would you erase? I feel extremely silly. It looks like I was criticizing you. No, you're not. But I was just letting you know in case you didn't, and I and everyone else would never have had a problem. No, don't be silly. All good. If only you knew. If only you knew. I get picked up on a lot of things. All right. So it's just that you don't hear some of it. There we go. All right, we'll leave that alone. Now you'll be able to look at this a little bit differently now, won't you? Okay. It's easy to spot the difference with the reference photo next to it. Yes, it is, isn't it? There you go. There's so much going on here. It won't be exactly like that, but I'll try to get it close. Gabriella, Chrissy, do you moisten the paper with water before you start to draw? No, I do not. I have listened. Oh, you've listened to this somewhere. Well, not me. I suppose there are people that would use, when they're using soft pastels, they do. They would either use alcohol. I've seen that. I've seen that quite a bit, but it's more on the soft pastel side, not so much with the pans. Diane, hello, good morning everyone. Just got in from doing my yard work before it got too hot. Oh, lucky you. Hi, Chrissy. Oh dear. Okay, where was I? I was here, wasn't I? I was here. I was doing gold, wasn't I? I was applying my base for my gold. Oh, you can't see. Hang on, I'm out of shot. There we go. Yeah. Let me see if I've got any other questions. I saw it too. This is better. This is better for sure. It's not. Of course. I imagine you're talking, answering questions while doing art. It's easy to miss. That's why she needs. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Okay. Okay. Wendy has just mentioned that she's just posted the ratings in the Share Your Art with Extras art group, so you might want to go out over there and check that out when you get a chance. So thank you so much, Wendy. That's fantastic. Okay, here's a question. How do you keep the dust from getting in places you don't want it? How do you prevent getting a halo background around your subject? How do you blend? Okay, I'll go with that at the moment. A lot of you, of course, have seen me use masking film. This is what I use to prevent halos. As you can see, I have no halo here, so I use masking film. Now I know that you guys know that I do that, but this is just for the people that are just, again, like I mentioned, who are just stumbling and finding me. But it's masking film. Now the one that I use is Mask It by Express It, a product which a company which I really like, because I also use their transfer paper. But that's me. Anais says, Chrissy, fun thing that you are just now speaking now about using water and solvents together with pastels. I'm working at the moment with this one, pastel painting, and I used OMS to blend my pans. Yes, you do. You use, yes, you can. I would be, with the pans, you would be using OMS. That works better than water for sure. And I've got a little video where where you see me trying all that stuff out, and it's all experimenting. Yes. Nice moon and clouds, Chrissy. Thanks, Diane. It could have been a hill. It's up to Chrissy on her artistic vision. I just wanted to talk. Oh my God. That's okay, mate. All good. I mean, this Okay, hang on. This, oh, which way? There it goes. This image here is just a guide. It's just a guide, really. You know, I won't do the exact, you know, because the lighting isn't right with that and stuff like that. So it's all going to change. But it'll be hopefully mostly like that, but not exactly, but mostly, yes. But it's good to see the reference there, isn't it? So at least you know what I'm looking at. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, so these are the kind of questions that were on the Pastel Creations Facebook group. If some of you are already on that, in that group, sorry. So I'll be doing, as I mentioned before, some really basic videos for beginners who are not quite sure about what this medium is all about. I'm going to try to, it's probably not the right way to say it, but I'm going to try to dumb it down. Dumb it down. Yeah. Tammy says, you missed the chance of talking to her last Saturday. Yes, there you go. That's right. I just wanted to say again, thank you so much to Wendy and Janice who are moderating the stream. They are fabulous. They do some, you know, they always make sure that I don't miss out on anyone or any comment or anything. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to these lovely ladies. Okay. Even though I miss them sometimes. Rob says, I bet Chrissy was glad I wasn't there. Rob, no, of course not. Sorry, we missed you there. Absolutely not. John says, Chrissy, yes, this medium is certainly a learning curve in a good way. Yeah. Rob says, I'm brave typing a keyboard warrior. I guess you can call me. Yes, okay. No worries. But yes, John, it is a learning curve. It does take a while to get the hang of it. But I think if you don't have a go, you won't know. How about that? Definite. Okay. Wendy just also mentioned that she's posted a link to the Derwent, the other color charts. Yeah, the other color charts. So you might want to go and have a look of all their products. So go and have a look at that as well. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Heidi says, sorry, Chrissy, I have to go, but thanks. This has been a very interesting stream. We'll watch the rest on replay. Oh, look, thank you so much for popping by. I hope you're feeling okay. Rob says, I didn't know that you can stream Zoom meetings live on... No, it wasn't on YouTube. It was, in fact, it was on Messenger. But next time... Yeah, although you can, it seems. Yes, I didn't know that you can stream Zoom. Oh, yeah. Well, you can Zoom meetings on YouTube. Yes, you can. Because we've tested that out, haven't we? We've done that, Wendy, haven't we? Marcy says, Chrissy, what and when was it that inspired you to pursue art? Do you have any particular artist, old masters or otherwise, that you adore? Did you go to any classes or art school? Oh, I love this. Okay. What and when was it that inspired you to pursue art? Okay. Look, when I was a young girl, I loved art. I used actually mainly coloured pencil and oil paints. I just loved to draw, loved to colour and all of that. But then, you know, life got in the way and I found it again. And only because my son, one of my sons started drawing. He would have been about, I don't know, 8, something like that. Maybe 8, 9, 10. And he started to draw. What he would do, like this was a funny thing. I'm going about this the long way, but I had to explain it to you this way. He was watching, remember SpongeBob and all those cartoon characters? Well, what he used to do, he used to, like on television, he used to like freeze it, like pause it, and then he would draw like cartoon characters and stuff like that. And then so what would happen one day, he drew SpongeBob and he left a bit of paper on the coffee table. And my mum came across it and she said, who drew this? And I said, oh, Miguel did, Mum. And she goes, well, that's very good. And I looked at it again. I go, yeah, that's really good. Anyway, so I said to him later on, I go, sweetheart, I go, you did a really good job on SpongeBob. I go, you know that I used to, you know, paint and draw. And he said to me, he goes, did you, Mum? Did you really do that? Because he hadn't seen me do that before. And I go, yeah, I did. I go, well, you know, now I just don't have any time. And he kept at me. Mum, can you draw? Show me what you do. Can you do this? Can you do that? And I was putting it off because I was a bit scared. And I thought, oh, you know, am I still capable of doing things like this after so many years, right? And I mean like more than 20 years. And so I said to him, all right, go get one of your storybooks and we'll sit and draw. And you do one page and I'll do another page. So he brings back Toy Story 2. And of course we start drawing. It was just a graphite piece. It was only tiny, right? And it was like Woody. He had his arm around Buzz. Anyway, so we started to draw. And as I started to draw, I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I haven't lost it. I felt so good that I still knew how to do all of this. And so that's what... And then, of course, with my husband as well, both Miguel and my husband just gave me a kick up the bum. And that's when things started to happen. So that's answering that part of your question. Do you have any particular artist or like old masters or otherwise? You know who I really like? Salvatore Dali. He's probably one that I really like, only because, you know, there's the element of like the ridiculous, can we say that? Surreal, right? And of course I love all of that kind of stuff. I mean, his just goes one step way beyond. I'm thinking, whoa, how did he think of that? You know what I mean? But I love, I really enjoy viewing his artwork. And the next part, the last part of your question, did you go to any classes or art school? No, I did not. Self-taught, but I used, at the time when I went back into it, I used YouTube. That was where I learned a lot of tips along the way. So that's my answer to your questions, Marcia. I love that one. Okay. All right. All right. Now let me see. It's time. I think it's time. Okay. All right. I'm going to be wrapping it up in a few minutes, but if you've got any questions for me, and I can answer them. So, how Chrissy described that reminded me of smoking. I quit for 6 months, then I was 14, then tried again and never looked back. Dear, oh dear, that's so funny. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right. All right, okay. Well, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I haven't done too much on the live stream, but I'm going to keep at it. This is going to be really interesting, but doing it on stream. Okay, I've been pulled up. I'm going to be doing this on stream the whole time. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Warts and all, it seems. Warts and all. You'll be seeing. All right. Okay. Well, I will be. Oh, thank you for that. I visited the Dali Museum in Tampa, Florida, and I was blown away seeing his work in real life. Oh, that would be wonderful to see in real life. Oh my goodness. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, now I'm going to be calling it a stream. But I just wanted to say again, all thank you so much for hanging around. I'm going to see you again, God willing, next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I will say thank you all for hanging out again, but bye for now, everyone.